Have you ever wondered what is greater, the Lord Himself or the sound of His sacred name? Goswami Tulsidas whispers a secret that Rama Nama, the name of Ram, holds a power beyond even Ram's divine form. He declares that the name is greater than the named, that the sound of God's essence carries more grace than His own divine form. Through these verses, the secret of Nam Mahima, the glory of the name, unfolds like a sacred lotus upon the still waters of faith. Priya Rama Namate jahi naramo, tako bhalo kathin kalika lahu adi madhya parinamo. Tulsidas opens with a thought so profound that it overturns our understanding of devotion itself. There exists a devotee who loves the name of Lord Ram even more than Lord Ram himself. If one were to offer him the Lord in person on the condition that he abandons chanting the name, he would refuse. For him, the bliss of uttering Ram is greater than even the vision of Ram. Such a soul, says Tulsidas, is blessed beyond measure. In the beginning, middle, and end of life, through all the turbulent currents of this dark age, Kali Yuga, the one who clings to the divine name like a child to its mother finds grace at every step. Sakuchat samuji naam mahima mad lobh moh koh kamo, Ram naam jap nirat sujan par karat chah ghor ghamo. When the majesty of the divine name is truly understood, the inner demons, pride, greed, delusion, anger, and lust shrink in shame and retreat. They cannot dwell where Ram is spoken of with love. The mind that chants Ram becomes a sanctified temple untouched by worldly storms. Those noble souls who constantly chant the name of the Lord are sheltered by a grace that no sun can scorch. Even the fiercest trials of life cast a cooling shade upon them. For them, pain becomes prayer and hardship becomes harmony. Such is the alchemy of devotion, transforming suffering into serenity. Naam prabhav sahi, jo kahe ko sila saro ruh jamo, jo suni sumiri bhag bhajan bhai, sukrit tasil bhil bhamo. If anyone claims that by the power of Lord's name a lotus bloomed on a stone, Tulsidas says, believe it. For in the realm of the name, the impossible becomes possible. It was this name that sanctified the humble Bil woman Shabari. Merely by hearing and remembering the sacred syllables of Ram, she attained supreme merit, wisdom, and purity. Such is the transformative magic of remembrance. Even the lowly become luminous, and the ignorant become wise. Valmiki Ajamila ke kachu huto na sadhan samo, ulate palate naam mahatam gunjani jito lalamo. When the bandit Valmiki received the sacred name Ram from the divine sage Nard, he began chanting it with deep devotion. At first his chanting was external, a deliberate verbal utterance flowing from his lips. But as the practice deepened, something miraculous happened. The chanting became introverted. The sound of Ram changed its direction, merging with the rhythm of his breath and the peace of his heart. This state is called Ajapa Japa or Ulate Palte, the spontaneous, effortless chanting of the divine name. This is the state where the practitioner no longer chants the mantra. The mantra itself begins to chant the practitioner. The name Ram began to resonate naturally within Valmiki, resonating spontaneously, pulsating with the very life of his being. In that sacred vibration, Valmiki dissolved into silence, no longer a man chanting a name, but a soul absorbed in the infinite presence of Ram. It was through this divine power of the name, not through any ritual or formal practice, that he attained self-realization. As Tulsidas so beautifully expressed, neither Valmiki nor Ajamila possessed any spiritual means or discipline, yet, by the power of the divine name, even if carefully pronounced, they conquered ignorance and attained the ultimate jewel of self-realization. Such is the boundless glory of the Rama Nama. The Nam Mahima, the glory of the name, turned thorns into jewels, sinners into sages, and darkness into dawn. Valmiki, once a bandit, became a sage and poet, the author of the Ramayana. Ajamila, lost in sin, attained liberation merely by calling out the name of his son, Narayan. This is the power of the name of God. Thus, through the divine resonance of the name, the impure are purified and the sinner becomes a saint. रामते अधिक नाम करतब जे ही किए नगर गत गामो, भय बजाए दाहिने जो दपी तुलसीदास से बामो. The name of Ram, says Tulsidas, surpasses even Ram himself, for Lord is bound by his name. The syllables Ra and Ma are like two wings that lift the soul into freedom. This sacred sound has transformed the simplest of village folk into wise, radiant beings. Even Tulsidas, once lost in worldly desires, became illumined by its chant. The sound of Ram uplifted him from darkness into divine light, from imperfection into immortality. Ram Nam is not a mere repetition. It is remembrance, realization, and return. It is the eternal current that flows between the human and the divine. Each syllable carries the fragrance of freedom. Each echo removes a layer of illusion. Tulsidas whispers to our restless age, when the mind falters, take refuge in the name. When the path darkens, let the name be your lamp, for the Lord you seek dwells already upon your tongue. Thus, in the end, the pilgrim discovers what the saints have long known, that Ram may dwell in Ayodhya or in the heart of the devotee, but his truest abode is in the syllables of his name. Chant it softly, chant it deeply, Ram, Ram, and the Lord Himself will appear, not before your eyes, but within your very being. So friends, say Ram Naam ki Jai.